The world stood still as a hush fell over St. Peter's Square. The air was thick with anticipation, history unfolding before our very eyes. It was a day that would never be forgotten, a day of transformation and hope. Luis Antonio Tagle, once the humble Archbishop of Manila, had now risen to the highest position in the Catholic Church. He was no longer just a shepherd of his people. He was now Pope Francis II. The weight of 1 billion hopes rested on his shoulders, but he met the moment with a warm, glowing smile. Inside the Grand Basilica, sunlight streamed through the towering, stained glass windows casting brilliant colors upon the marble floor. The scent of incense filled the air, mingling with the soft murmurs of prayer and the solemn echoes of centuries-old traditions. The cardinals, dressed in striking red robes, moved in a sacred procession, their presence a reminder of the deep history surrounding this moment. As Pope Francis II stepped forward, the sacred rituals of coronation began. A hush spread through the church as the golden fisherman's ring was placed upon his finger, symbolizing his authority as the successor of St. Peter. Around his shoulders, the pallium, a simple woolen stole, was draped, reminding him of his duty to care for his flock as a shepherd cares for his sheep. The moment transcended the walls of the basilica. Across the world, millions tuned in, watching with hearts full of emotion. From the Philippines to Poland, from Brazil to the United States, Catholics of all backgrounds came together in celebration. Elderly nuns wiped tears from their eyes, while young children waved Vatican flags with uncontainable excitement. The sound of church bells rang out from Manila to Mexico City, echoing a deep and unbreakable unity. The election of Pope Francis II was not just a ceremonial event, it was a beacon of hope for a church seeking renewal. As the first Asian pope, his coronation signified a bold step towards inclusivity and change. His deep connection with people from all walks of life made him not just a spiritual leader, but a man who truly understood the struggles of the modern world. Silence, once again, filled St. Peter's Square as Pope Francis II prepared to deliver his first address as the new leader of the Catholic Church. With a voice trembling with emotion, he spoke of kindness, unity, and the desperate need for peace in a divided world. "Let us not be blinded by differences," he urged. "Let us welcome one another, embrace those who feel lost, and walk together in faith. Our mission is not to exclude, but to bring love to those who need it most." His words resonated deeply, touching the hearts of millions. He spoke of a church that welcomed everyone, especially those who had felt abandoned. He called for a return to the core teachings of Jesus: love, humility, and compassion. Pope Francis II's rise to the papacy was a turning point for the Catholic Church. His leadership brought a fresh energy to the Vatican, a spirit of renewal that was both bold and necessary. Unlike those who shied away from difficult conversations, he confronted them head-on, inviting open dialogue about the Church's role in the modern world. His first acts as Pope reflected his dedication to the poor and forgotten. He walked through the slums offering words of comfort and acts of service. He emphasized fairness and justice, standing up against corruption and oppression. His humility and authenticity won him admiration not only within the Catholic faith, but beyond, resonating with people of all beliefs. For too long, the Church had been seen as distant, rigid, and unyielding. Pope Francis II was determined to change that. He called upon young people to step forward and shape the future of the Church. He encouraged open discussions on issues that had remained unspoken for too long. He embraced a new era where the Church could be both traditional and adaptable, staying rooted in faith while evolving with the times. His approach was simple, yet revolutionary. Listen to the people, understand their struggles, and be the light that guides them. The celebrations were grand yet deeply meaningful. In Manila, the streets were alive with joy, colorful parades filling every corner. In Mexico City, the great cathedral overflowed with faithful worshipers, their prayers rising in harmony. In Rome, the heart of the Catholic world, the ceremonies blended centuries-old traditions with a newfound hope for the future. From Rio de Janeiro to Johannesburg, people from all backgrounds came together, proving that faith has no borders. His election as Pope was a statement that the Church was evolving, ready to face the challenges of a new era. It was a signal that love, kindness, and acceptance would lead the way. As the bells of St. Peter's rang out, their melodies carried across the globe, reminding everyone of the strength and resilience of the Catholic faith. This was not just a moment of celebration, but a promise for the future. Pope Francis II had stepped into a role that carried immense responsibility, and he had done so with grace, humility, and a deep sense of purpose. As he raised his hand in blessing, a wave of hope swept through the crowd. This was the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with promise, compassion, and the unwavering belief that faith has the power to unite the world. Pope Francis II had arrived, and with him, a new dawn for the Catholic Church.